Konnichiwa, y'all. You already know what it is. Anime date night coming at you. It's Corbin.
Madison.
And thank you so much for joining us today. Guys, we're back with Apothecary Diaries. We're on episode 5 and 6, Covert Operations. And we just love the heck out of this show.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. 10 out of 10. The characters are super engaging. The world is so rich and beautiful. The artwork is just mwah, chef's kiss perfect. What I remember last was we had a consort who was able to kind of negotiate / fraud her way to being given away to her childhood friend.
Well, I think the general is the one who made the ask. She was just trying to not have sex.
She was available in the sense of she was not the Emperor's favorite.
Yes.
By any stretch of the imagination.
Nope. He has a couple and she is not one of them.
She was definitely a spare consort. And he was more than happy to reward his general with that. But they made it work. They loved each other. And, you know, gotta love that.
The purple-haired consort lady has recovered.
Lihua. Blue, yes.
And she got a tip from our brothel-friendly apothecary.
Yes, indeedy.
And apparently it's working. So, make of that what you will.
Yeah. Bro, I was really gonna do a pitch for like and subscribe. But how am I gonna go do a pitch for like and subscribe right after, man? I
mean, that's an explicit way to express the tip that she got, but sure. You want to continue with the show?
I sure do.
Okay. Huge.
Oh dear. Oh, this is the infection. My dude's infection is spreading.
The infection?
Yeah, we saw him briefly before.
Oh, is that our boy?
That is Mr. Jinshi. Handsome as hell and quick as...
Yeah, and I think he's a fake eunuch. Medicinal herbs.
Mushrooms.
She's so happy.
と内密の相談がありまして、これです。炭がいるな。あと塩と塩も用意しよう。
Yummy. He appreciates people that bring him mushrooms and can understand his field.
Oh my! Now he's in the goblet.
先生、呪いを解く薬を。で。 呪いっていうのは高級から出たゴミは西側の焼き場で焼いています。
Something it was those tablets, I think. He touched them. What if they were like poison oak or something?
I think so. This is what caused, we saw this.
Oh, that's right. We thought it was some kind of like magic-y playing with the fire.
その炎って これでもできますね。火にかけると色が変わるものがあるんです。
いや、じゃあこの手は
木管に何か付着していたんでしょう。この薬を塗って様子を見てください。
お見事。さすが薬屋だ。
Still killing it.
何かご用でしょうか。
まるで用がなければ話しかけるなと言いたげだな。ちょっとばかり。
This man's still trying to turn on his charm and
she has no interest.
Nothing, bro. You'd think he'd stop. It's like it's not working on her, so let's talk brass tacks.
Also, I need to know their age disparity.
色をつけるにはどうすればいい？
塩なら水に溶かしてつけます。ご用が済んだのなら失礼します。
ここ最近腕に火傷を負ったものを探せ。
色付きの木管は多分暗号。毒味役の知ったことではない。
Smart. Stay in your lane.
It is free.
But sometimes shit just happens. You gotta take notice.
ただいま戻りました。
これ着てみてくれる？
何ですかこれ？
決まってるじゃない。園遊会の衣装よ。
Okay.
宮廷の庭園に帝とお偉い方が集まって
婚されていないから皇后がいないでしょ。超一本の妃をお連れすることになっているの。貴妃、玉葉妃。
That one looks like she's 11.
She looks so virtuous. Ah. she's being raised for her virginity. If she's the virtuous consort, then it is understood that she would have been taken as a child, raised up in the court, to be presented to him with the absolute knowledge and understanding that he would be her first and only.
That makes me uncomfortable.
It's not just this...
I recognize it has been a reality for a long time in a number of societies, and also...
Yeah, she is a literal child.
And
if I'm not very much mistaken.
Also, more than one thing can be true at a time.
Indeed. Fucking war.
Her freckles are fine.
何を作っているの？
生姜とみかんの梅です。それと一応これも作りました。中にカイロを入れれば寒さを防げるかと。
お願い、全員分作って。
A good idea is a good idea.
There are reasons, there are practical elements she thought of.
終わった。
腕に火傷を負ったものの捜索ですが、まだ見つからないか。何も起きなければいいが。
Are they expecting an attack at the party?
What they know is that there is somebody who is communicating covertly. They don't know what they're communicating. They don't know their intentions. But if there are people communicating covertly, that could mean you've got a problem, especially at large gatherings. Now, security is going to be tight as usual, but you didn't know who's doing this covert communication. And you still don't know.
いい、MaoMao。あなたは私の次女なのよ。
Because she saved the other one too.
I think it's more, if you're going to be my lady in waiting, you need to look the part and represent. And I'm giving you the bling to do so. And also, you're going to be doing some makeup. She doesn't have freckles.
Is she cuter than she, like...
Yeah, they wiped her freckles off, I think. I think they mentioned at one point that she like did something to give her freckles to make herself intentionally less attractive.
Because she wanted to be left alone.
Yes. And there.
She's a child.
Yes, she is.
ごきげんよう、玉葉妃。
あら、ごきげんよう。
玉葉妃は本当に赤がお似合いになる。
A little bit of makeup.
Her freckles are gone.
化粧をしているのか？
いいえ、していません。毎日乾いた粘土でそばかすの化粧をしていました。
なんでそんなことをする？
裏路地に連れ込まれないようにするためです。
Being assaulted. She's smart.
連れ込まれたのか？
未遂ですよ。代わりに人さらいにかどわかされましたけどね。
腹立たしくないのか？
それは言うまでもなく。でも、ジンシ様のせいではありません。
I thought he just like put something in her hair.
He did.
Oh.
そうか。やる。
But he's
making
showing,
a move.
No, I don't think he's making a move. I think he's showing affection. He was moved by her story, but I don't think he's like making a move on her. I think he was just showing like, wow, that was a hard bit of reality you just spat at me.
Casually.
It made me think about some things that I didn't think about before.
男物のかんざし？
私だけの次女じゃなくなったじゃない。
You might be wrong. You might be right. Your first guess. You might have been making a move. But I don't think Jinshin is the type to try to take her against her will.
Not at all. He's just kind of marking... It's like the precursor to PDA, in my view.
園遊会が始まる。寒さの中ですることがないのも苦行ですね。
We're just kind of chilling.
What's it, like February?
I'm getting strong November vibes.
Okay.
Because there's still greenery, but it's changing.
Oranging, it's reddening, yeah.
And I get the sense that this is up north, where it will be a good bit colder.
I've seen that makeup style before in different programs, but they did it differently and like it's tapered out a bit.
あの方が皇太后様よ。だって主上様を産んだのが。
頑張って産んだんだな。
She gave birth to the emperor when she was probably like 13, 14.
Pause.
Or younger. That's... Wow.
The Walkman of my brain is skipping and I just...
You know, the way I look at it
I just need a
is...
minute.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Loretta Lynn country music
Yeah.
singer, also had her first kid at like 12 or 13. Like, I think she had her first kid within about 6 to 9 months of... Or, I'm sorry. She gave birth to her first kid within, I think, like 18 months of getting her first period, which is a different standard. I'm trying really hard to, like, pull out my impartiality.
You know, we can understand the historical context. They did things differently. They just flat out did things differently. But the
size of a 12-year-old, 13-year-old body part pushing out a person.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And even biologically, it's not ideal.
That's what I'm saying.
Even biologically, it is, but you give birth to better children.
Yes.
Or your body handles the act of childbirth much better in your late teens to late 20s, as opposed to like your early teens and later on down the way.
I'm just trying so hard not to impose like my 21st century morality, and it's so hard to like. I'm struggling.
It's ultimately the shortcoming of relativism, right? Like, you want to say, I love cultures, I love, you know, open and new ideas and all of these things, but then there are also times where you're like,
特費と祝費の次女ね。弱い14で若輩の特費と
14
弱い35で古参の祝費だもの。そりも合わないわよ。
Is it really just a matter of that? What?
I'll say it's a bit complicated. Damn.
What in the Kentucky pause? Before one of the previous emperor's concubines. So, current emperor was with the virtuous consort. The previous emperor slept with both consorts?
Yeah, or if she's...
Or favored both?
She was a consort to both the previous emperor and the current emperor.
Okay.
But when she was a consort to the previous emperor, when the current emperor was alive, then Li Shu, the virtuous consort, would have been the daughter-in-law to the pure consort. But now that the previous emperor is dead, they are equals as rivals. Except she's 14 and the other one's 35.
Oh, I prefer the 35-year-old.
But also, like, damn, a 35-year-old is now in a direct contest with a 14-year-old.
I don't want to be in that contest. Oh, I don't want to.
Be glad you don't live in the time.
Oh my god, thankfully, I'd be so dead.
先帝の崩御が5年前。当時祝費であるアージョー妃は弱い30。特費であるリーシュ妃は弱い9つか。
Yeah.
9つのお姑さんなんて。
Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh! I guess we just gonna stare this one right in the face. There ain't no skirting this, huh? Damn! Shit. Yeah, I can see why the 30-year-old's real irritated.
Oh, she's... Got it.
Oh, she's a big brat.
かんざし？
花の園に隠れた優秀な人材を勧誘するのよ。
これをどうぞ、お嬢さん。
どうも。
俺、リハクって言うから。
You want something?
Well, no. He had a whole bunch. I think it was kind of harmless. He had a whole bunch of, like, throwaway. Oh.
She's getting so many favors today.
用紙はこれだけ。
Gratitude.
In public.
In public. Brought
To
her
not one of her own girls.
Indeed. Not
to
even
one of her
to
competitors.
To one of her competitors' servants. Oh, she's the lady in waiting on this rotation. And silver to react.
それより毒味だ。接触部分に曇りはない。けど演下するまでが毒味の仕事不要。このナマス、帝の好物だよな。いつもなら青魚が使われてるけど。魚苦手なのか。
怯えながら食事する姿なんて見て。
It's part of the spectacle, part of what you're expected to participate in, bro.
This is not Food Wars.
Bro, I was gonna say, this is about to become Food Wars.
I didn't want to watch Food Wars. That's not why we're here.
It just became Food Wars. How delicious is it? Sublime.
これ
Is it poisoned? There it is.
毒です。
She said she likes the stinging. The way her eyes changed. The way her eyes changed. Oh my gosh, I love those details. She's rinsing her mouth out.
何をするのですか。
医務室へ向かう。大丈夫か？
はい、もう何も出ません。
誰が玉葉妃に毒を持ったのか。
そのことで連れてきてもらいたい方がいます。
お呼び立てしたのはこちらの次女でして。
You've been brought before. A lady has been brought before a servant, and boom, there it
She's
is.
itching.
Poison ivy or some shit.
食べられないのは魚介ですか。お腹の調子は大丈夫ですか。食べられないものはサバですか。
She's smart.
知っていて与えたのなら毒を盛るのと同じことです。毒味役の方でしたね。万が一の場合、注意事項をまとめておきました。ご確認ください。
I'm just straight up giving you the.
I'm wondering about the wood.
一つ間違えれば遺憾であろうと対処できな
I
い。
feel like there's a test here.
No, honestly,
命に関
I'm
わる問題
giving
で
you
あ
the
ること。
instructions to take care of your lady.
夢忘れないようにしてください。
Wow.
なぜ毒味役の次女をわざわざ同席させた？
注意事項を伝えるためです。
狙われたのは毒妃、リーシュ妃ということだな。
他の皿に毒が入っていなければ。
I don't feel like we fully solved the mystery here.
I don't think so either.
先日の木簡の件とやはり関わりがあるのでしょうか。
一体誰が？
I'm confused.
So, from what I'm gathering, Lady Lishu
Was the target?
was the target, and ultimately, she did suffer a reaction from the fish allergy, and Mao helped her and her lady in waiting identify the problems of the allergy to solve that issue going forward. But and this is where I kind of lose it. I don't know how exactly we know that the dishes were swapped.
Well, and I'm not sure why she would have had a reaction if the taster tested it and said that it was poisoned.
So that one got past the taster because the taster wasn't allergic.
Oh, I see.
So she would not have had a reaction, and Lady Lishu would have. But there was an active poison.
But she's not saying that the taster poisoned the dish.
No,
Is
she's
she?
not. She's not saying the taster poisoned the dish. She's saying the taster would not know or recognize the problem with the allergens. But now that we do know and understand that you as the taster can be on the lookout of these things to serve your master well.
But how'd the allergies even come up? She was there to talk about poison.
That's where I'm kind of like lost.
I'm confused.
That's where I'm lost too.
Like you were asked to find who poisoned it, not to address an allergy no one registered.
Yes. I'm also kind of lost on that. The answer that Mao gave Jinshi was that the servers mixed it up and it's like, okay, but there's still like an active poisoner out here.
Would it be that they had swapped the normal fish for the squid or the jellyfish because she was allergic to the normal recipe? So like if you're allergic to, I don't know, chicken, sure, you have to use beef broth when you cook things.
Right, and so they intentionally use chicken broth
Right.
to incite a reaction. Maybe there's a game afoot. I think there is still an active poisoner out here.
Yeah, there's something we don't understand.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very clear.
There's covert communications going on that we're given to understand, and there's very likely an active poisoner around. And it's 3,000 people working in this complex, so yikes.
This is interesting.
I know. I guess we're just going to have to keep watching to find out.
Oh no.
All right.
Whatever will we do?
Oh,
Keep watching.
no.
That'll do it for me. What about you?
That'll do it for me. I guess we'll catch you all in the next one.
Bye.